Welcome everyone, this is Acid Roots. I've got System of a Down's Mezmerize here, which is one of a two-part album that came out in 2005. The second half of it being Hypnotize, and the thing was they were basically huge as shit back in 2005. They had 4 singles between mid 2005 and early 2006, 2 off of each album. The one that anchored this album was the hit song, which is pretty much one of their largest hits that they have, BYOB, which is Bring Your Own Bombs. The hook on this song is basically club ready, dance ready, and uh, is people ready. I mean, it just has that vibe to it that a lot of rock songs, it doesn't appear that they have as much. Most metal is ready for concerts more so than dance clubs, but this one kind of blurs the lines between that. Unfortunate part is there's not really a song that is as hooky or as club oriented as that song. So it's basically it warrants a purchase, but I just felt like the execution on this album did not match BYOB. Now, Question is a great follow up single. It's mellow, it's kind of laid back, it has the energy kind of shifts a bit, but I mean, it's a rock song, but it still feels in the verses, it just has a different approach. So I did like that one. I don't know how much it gets plays on radio. I haven't heard that song Question on radio that much, but that's the thing. BYOB was such a good song that, I think folks were buying this album solely for that. And, both of these are worthwhile. 2 hits on here on a 10-song album. It's a fifth of the project. It's like, well, what else can you complain about? Well, the problem with it is the song crafting does not feel as good. And I've had almost complaints with that from previous System of a Down albums. I listened to Toxicity, and I've been really struggling trying to find songs that I like off that beyond Aerials and Chop Suey, and then the third single off that project, I forget what it's called. The 3 ones that you hear, a lot of the other songs are either too short or just lack the execution that the songs like Chop Suey do. There's no clone of Chop Suey on Toxicity. So I think Prison Song, but there's just feels kind of scant. So that's the same thing with this album. I did like Cigaro. That one is, that was a promotional single and it worked. It's a little bit short, but it still is a pretty rough song. It's a little bit more energetic than BYOB was, and basically it should be pretty simple to get energized to that song. But really the best moments for me were the first 3 songs that you hear, and then a couple songs near the end. So I think the biggest problem with this project is just its vibrancy. It feels as if they were trying a lot of new things, and once they hit a sweet spot, they don't really stick around in that said sweet spot. So it kind of, changing the topic too quickly, it makes it feel as if their best moments are few and far between. And that was the problem that I had with this album. I was looking for another song like Bring Your Own Bombs, another song like Cigaro, another song like Question, but I mean, it's only 10 songs, and the energy just does not match those first 3 songs. So the 5 songs that you need to hear out of 10, the ones that I recommend to you are Bring Your Own Bombs, Revenge, Cigaro, Question, the second single, and Sad Statue. Now, obviously, folks who don't have a problem with uniqueness and this sort of thing, it isn't as much of a pill as it was, but really I come into System of a Down expecting, full-fledged metal more often. So, but yeah, I'm gonna give this album, because I like 5 out of 10, I'm gonna give this album a 5.5 out of 10. And yeah, the social score I'll give a 4 out of 10, just because I feel like maybe Siguro should have been pushed. I mean, obviously they had to cut promotion of the album short because Hypnotize was coming out at the same time, but I do think that they probably could have had one at the same time as that. I mean, 2006 could have been a bigger year for System of a Down. I mean, they basically, if I remember correctly, they went on hiatus in 2006 after their tour. So it was just, I don't know if they got burnt out or what the specific reasons were, but it's as eerie as it is. I think a lot of folks wish that the hype to it would have been larger, but it's 12 years ago. It's said and done. The dust is settled. The music is basically hot, and it's this album stands as still being worth its spins. So, but you may not need me to tell you that. So, social score gets a 4. Can this record be topped? I think the answer is yes, it could. And the future System of a Down is supposedly working on a new album this year, so it'll probably come out maybe third or fourth quarter, and we've got something to look forward to. So 5.5 out of 10 for social. Social score means how well it plays around your friends. Subscribe for more fun.